gotta think the mic on everything. Think we lit it. I was lucky if anything happened. How they doing, chat? We back.
Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop. They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense, and they said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots. So, obviously, we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays. That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Got his man downfield. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. Kentucky going quickly.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on 3rd down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got a man. It's Anderson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive.
Middle. Throw it just to the outside. Throw it to the tight end.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And here comes Daniel Hill. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready.
There's some room. Got enough for the first.
I run that bitch too, car. Come on, big fella.
A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going.
I can't see because my camera shit all in the hold on. See, I don't want to move the camera, then the shit don't work no more.
Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far.
We need real production in this shit, bro. That's how to move the camera.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback keeps him. Jukes his way for more. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's got it on the run.
I got to post a fucking defense, man.
Touchdown!
There's no way they just score so easy.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
The point after is good.
Oh, I don't think I confirmed it.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Hard running there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads
oh yeah, I need that shit.
And picked off. Taking it the other way. The return never really got started, but boy, he has
I told you, bro, that motherfuckers walked us down that first drive. I was not fucking with that.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late.
Damn,
as a result,
hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Russell takes the easy throw in the flat. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker
I
room.
got to stop drinking these, chat.
And they're
Them
wondering,
bitches have me.
what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to
They
fix?
need
Because
that.
we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Why is my camera so fat as hell up here, man?
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Oh, shit, I'm finna miss that dude.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down.
That is just
The
rotten.
Wildcats use the first of their 3
That
timeouts.
is just rotten shit.
They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. It's caught downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. To the air on 1st down. There's the pressure. On target over the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Rodriguez. The Wildcats call their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football.
Going for it all.
No way, he just bagged Xavier, so.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Didn't find any crease in that
Last time I was on this shit, we went to like a double
17.
overtime. I'm not trying to do that.
One more snap coming before halftime. On the run, it's Hill. Picks up the 1st down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
I'll
We
put
played
some
2
good
quarters
defenses
here
in
and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
And notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the number 7 team, the Utah Utes.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throwing Russell. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Russell. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. He'll take it himself. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. Calls his own number. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great continues to fight for yards. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Fighting off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away.
Got a little grass. Touchdown, Bama! They take the lead here in the second half.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside, it's Baxter. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter.
We got to score on this drive. Go up 2.
He'll take it on the return.
Oh, come on.
Slips through the line. Oh, what a cut. He's going to get loose.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Touchdown, Alabama. Special teams proving to be special.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. I'm the head coach, and I watch that. I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
This shit elite, man.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They're going to open this drive with a pass.
Oh, yeah.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the tight end. The give as they work on that clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got a little, could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown tie. He got loose and it was lights out after that. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game.
Y'all see the shit. What the fuck is this?
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming
Bro,
back.
this shit
Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches
They'll do anything for that parlay this year, bro. I know niggas be betting this shit. You niggas need to quit betting, man. You niggas addicted, man.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, we know these are 2 very highly recruited guys, a quarterback and at wide receiver, and they've experienced their lumps a little bit early this year. Still figuring out. The timing hasn't been great between them. That's a big reason why they've already lost a couple of games early this year, but it just takes one. It takes one game for everything to just click. And if these guys can hook up a few times in this one, get that confidence, that mojo going, you just get the feeling this offense really can take off.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers.
I was about to say, well, not this guy again. Not 81.
Huge game if he could have held on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Alabama calls it 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Wildcats are threatening on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Looking for the score. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they got their hands situations. You put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. And David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
The Tide will get the 1st down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Running to Green. Got enough for the 1st. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us as the season.
They be trying to make you fight for your life on Heisman, bro. There's no way Kentucky that good at football. Shout out to Kentucky, but come on, bro. That'd be that damn transfer portal. Let me see. I know we said we play Auburn. Yeah, they said we gotta beat Auburn by 3 weeks, get an extra 200 bands. Alright. Yeah, whoop these folks out here.
The Iron Bowl, 3 simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, the Crimson Tide head coach has let me know pregame. His running back is getting better each and every week. He's devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Nice?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So Auburn's offense who will have the football first. The last time these two clashed in the Iron Bowl, it was the Tide winning a classic.
And the Tide have done a great job in recent history of owning Auburn, doing a great job of winning this series. But they respect them every single. They know they won last year, but every year there's a healthy level of respect for this Auburn Tiger team.
Yeah, and I think back to last year's game for Alabama, it was their best players making the big plays late in the game. And this game this year is littered with game changers on both sidelines. Both Auburn and Alabama have the guys that can break this game wide.
Finding some room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
That's caught. It's Singleton. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, when they were scripting this opening drive this week in practice, I don't know if they expected it to be this good. First play, first down. Second play, first down. Third play, first down. Everything is working. I'll tell you, when you got a quarterback, though, with this kind of ability, you got the playmakers around him like they do on offense, maybe it's not so surprising.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man.
Snags it, and there's running room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Brown will throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
So Alabama's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Daniel Hill, a 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. The moments, the big plays from rivalry games like this went etched in your memories, and here are some that I'm sure will bring back some warm and some heartbreaking memories. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it to the right side. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll go hurry up here.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Look out, he's got room.
Oh, we got to.
Here's a little room there. 20. That's the 10. And this crowd was eating it up.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Wants to pass. That's caught. It's Kane. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short game.
I know, everyone's yelling, but you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
What a grab with one hand. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Cobb. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Brown will throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. Halftime is both teams headed into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5.
We're out here.
He's got great speed.
I'm fucking
Got it on the move. Wide open. It's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. We don't draw it up any better than that.
Tuesday.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Auburn lines up quickly. Brown wants to pass. Sets up the screen. Makes his man miss. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them. Open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's Hill. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Keelan Russell. The short hands, it's Rogers. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It's complete on the right side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Now the Tigers will spend their third and final timeout. And now there will be no more timeouts for them to use the rest of the way. To the air, it's Russell. Makes the grab. Quick spin on the line. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Russell fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Oh, better look out. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscles. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. The Tide trying to convert on third down as we start the fourth. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. To the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. The Tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all 3 phases of the game, they've been better.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw again. He wants it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense.
Maybe some
Get
room
out of
here.
here. Get him out of here.
Pads. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it.
That is exactly what you want from your offense.
Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today, but build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Brown will throw it. Bring in the heat. Takes the easy completion. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
That's my shit, huh? I don't think so. There we go. I had to turn it off right quick, bro. Still don't think we should work it. I swear we just played Arkansas, bro.
A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Razorbacks headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Bro, I thought that was
the Crimson
going.
Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And here comes Daniel Hill, a 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football. And I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
After the filthy move, he's got room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Jumped on top of the pile.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
Oh.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I'm going for it.
And that is great 3rd down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle, up the middle.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Gets the back moving. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab in their space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Alabama pushing the tempo. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down. And he'll take it to the house. Touchdown tie.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off. Gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
So Arkansas's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. K.J. Jackson, they were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. Jackson gonna throw it. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
You got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on third and short, getting that next set of downs.
To the air on second down. Buys a little time. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Razorbacks take their first time out. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Jackson will throw.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing Russell. On a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Quarterback will keep it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Takes the easy one to the back. On the move at the 30. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keelan Russell makes a catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Just plowing ahead. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the number 3 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Ole Miss in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game in Fayetteville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes one. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the Razorbacks in the hurry up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Jackson going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. Spins away. Still on his feet. He only needs a sliver of daylight.
Oh my fucking goodness.
He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Breaks into the open. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Going to the run, it's Hill. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Number 37 in punt formation to kick it away.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work for the 1st down in the final period of this one. Russell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
Why am I passing the ball? That's how I always end up doing interception, bro.
Today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll
Maybe
be
the
the message.
4th quarter, we up by 30, not
Can
throwing
we
an
get a stop?
interception.
Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Creates a little space. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size. And
there's a crease. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
He's
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Bust through behind his pad. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Tide will have to call their 1st timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Get up and do it.
with that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a
camera was
track meet.
working
That's really
earlier,
what we
bro. I
saw in
had
this
some
game
elite
today.
shit.
But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they
YouTube
have
trying
on
to
the
fuck my
offensive side
clips
of the
up,
ball.
so.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Right on the money. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The run inside. It's Smith. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports.
Bro, when the next time we play a ranked team? I'm tired of playing these bums. No, South Carolina gonna be tough though. South Carolina play. It's my last one, chat. I'm finna go and get up off here. I think this is the 4th game too. I done played about 4 games.
Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play. But it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking, just keeps moving. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And here comes Daniel Hill. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations.
Makes a grab and run.
Come on, Ryan.
And the big game, and they've got it on the 46. Alabama quickly back to the line.
A lot of offensive coaches, man, they'll tell you they like to go 5 wide. You know why? Because they can read exactly what the defense is doing. They spread you all the way out. He read the defense right away, got the ball out quick to his playmaker so he could do his job. Nice job seeing what the defense was doing.
Throwing Russell. Makes the grab on the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week about
I swear they ain't never been this loud around here until I
that was the key to winning the game.
the camera.
The offense definitely took that message to heart.
That shit pissing me off though. Cause who the fuck is that?
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. To a drive there of 84 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gamecocks offense will now get its first chance with the football. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far.
Y'all click this up, chat.
Lots of time left and ready to go back here in the 2nd quarter.
Oh shit, hold on. Fucking hip up.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's Sellers to throw.
Pick. Come on, bro.
That's caught. It's Bennett. And he goes out of bounds after
Instant
a nice
pickup
on that one.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. It's a fumble.
Pick that bitch up.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And how about the defense here? Oftentimes in these 2-minute type situations, you're just sort of in this prevent mode. You're trying to force the opponent to kick a field goal and not score a touchdown, but they're still being aggressive. They're out there still trying to make plays, and how about that effort?
Hold on,
creating the
let me see.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Takes the handoff. It's Hill.
Rock this off!
Past the 40, the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown tie. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Top in the game, man. Ray Brown, he dropping next month, man.
For the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. Maybe they just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
They'll try to add another
My
to their
twin.
lead.
If they copyright me.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back
like
inside
in
the
this shit.
15.
Hold on.
Tackled and brought down right at
Now
the
he's
20-yard
snapping on
line.
that motherfucker, man.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They're running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the 1st down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
I'm ready to play some ranked teams, bro. I'm tired of playing these bum-ass teams, man. Kentucky, South Carolina,
Gives us an
goddamn.
opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors.
think we play nobody
EA
good.
Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with Arizona taking on the number 17, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Wildcats coming away
What the
with
fuck
a
do these be
blowout
doing,
victory
bro?
in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this
What the
week.
fuck?
And this one gets them to
Okay, y'all see that
5
shit?
wins
This what they
on
be
the
doing on
year,
TikTok.
which isn't cause for a campus-wide
Niggas can't see they
celebration,
put their hand
but it's
behind it.
proof the coaching
I
staff
need a
is getting
production
through
team
to
game. This
team.
shit.
Here Here now,
We
some
really
other
are the
games
trenches,
we have
bro.
interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things
When it
right
comes
now.
to,
And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
I need a PR
It's
team too.
hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast,
Yeah,
let
but
him
I'm on
run it,
phone
and
the whole
control
time.
the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on this drive going from the 17. Send the tight end in motion. They go play action with Sellers. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh,
Get that bitch. Man, what the fuck?
Still a live ball. Makes the catch and he's free. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A first down run in the red zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They are still looking to put a dent in the scoreboard. It is 3rd and goal. They'll run it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Trying to slam in. Looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They go 83 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keelan Russell dumps it off in the flats. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. With this game in hand, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country. And at this point in the season, these guys have done exactly what they wanted to do and strengthen their position. Crimson Tide now has it on 2nd down as we open the final period. Scanning the field, it's Russell. A little release to the back. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They knock him down, but he's got enough across the line to pick up the first down. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. And some room to work. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They'll move the tight end. Right back to it. Thrust that arm out. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Russell. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the right. He is in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Under fire. He's got him. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get...
And the defense makes a play.
Come on, Yonze.
Quarterback down at the 26. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Sellers from the gun on third down. He's taking the deep shot.
Oh, good shit.
Intercepted.
Quarterback.
Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Throwing Russell. Working that left side now. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
How buddy do that shit?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Sellers. With the catch, it's Tuggle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. They're dealing with a second and long. Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Got his man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They're working that left side. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for this offense. Points have been hard to come by. Only 7 points, and finally here late in the game, you get an opportunity down close, and you throw an interception. They're going to have to go back, watch the film, and improve before taking the field next week.
Find some fresh air. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle. And
Moderate chat.